nicer to have this. The volume down there. Lower that or that.
Let's turn it down there now. One. Sorry now.
We get up and we'd start shouting that for what?
Yeah, get excited.
There's one of us good anyway.
Well, Robert. I did, and then I went away from the phone. I forgot. I'm ready to do a sound test at some stage. Sure. Okay, that's fine. Sure, you can give me you give me a ring when you're ready. Then, Justin, we check the mics and everything. Yeah, well, I checked the sound levels and everything now, and I had sound coming through, and then I turned down all the levels on the mic or the camera, and it died, and then I put them back up, and they're all there again. So, you know, so Tom is here now, and Cian is here. Like, I'm only waiting for the scoreboard band to come now, and I've I have the page up anyway with your stuff and the team lineouts and that. So I'm streaming now as we are.
You'll see the 11 here. Did you see the one I got?
Yeah, it's the very same Sarsfields.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Bye.
Five.
Henry Fogarty. I think he's captain. I don't have captain. Oh, Jesus Christ. 6, James Armstrong.
Who then?
Seamus Armstrong, Upper Church.
Upper Church.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so
Testing 1 2.
you're okay.
And coming through there now, Rabbit. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah. Have it? All good, so. Yeah, Rory's just here now. We were all connected up and everything. The scoreboard ready to go. So he said he'd do the clock as well. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Jeez, this.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome here to the hurling field in Temple Toohey. On changeable conditions here this evening. We're dry at the moment. The wind is coming right across the field. Conditions probably going to be slippy underfoot. We're here for the mid-minor hurling final between Drom and Thurles Sarsfields. This event is being sponsored by the mid-board, fair play to them. And it's to reach all those hurling followers near and far who can't get to the games in these times, and especially for those fervent, loyal supporters from the clubs of Drom and Thurles Sarsfields. With me today on co-commentary is Cian Tracy from the Sarsfields and myself from Drom, Tom Keneally. We'll go through the teams first. I'll let Cian call out the Thurles team to you there. Okay, Cian, take her away.
In goals, number 1, Aidan Stakelum. Right cornerback, number 2, Jack O'Mara. Fullback, number 3, Killian Rafter. And left cornerback, number 4, Kieran Woodlock. Right half back, number 5, Henry Fogarty. Centre half back, number 6, James Armstrong. And left half back, number 7, Connor Fogarty. Ilorna Parker, Ivra Hucht, Philly Hayes, August Ivra Nay, Connor Stapleton. Right half forward, number 10, Daniel Roster. Centre forward, number 11, Dara Stakelum. And left half forward, number 20, Tommy Marr. Thurles Sarsfields full forward line, number 13, Lee McCormack. Number 14, Paddy Creedon. And number 15, Dara Minogue.
Thanks, Cian. We'll go through the subs there in a few minutes. The Drom and Inch team that we've got here on the programme is number 1 in goals, Colin Callinan. 2, Jack Ryan of the Rock. 3, Jim Bob Kendi. And 4, completing the full back line, Sean Duff. The half back line is made up of number 5, Mike Fitzpatrick. Number 6, John Campion. And number 7, Paul Mullen. In the middle of the field, we have Derek Hendy, partnered by Jack Lillis. And our half forward line is made up of number 10, Brian Moore, 11, Jimmy Mullen, and 12 from Drum Village, Dermot Brennan. Our full forward line is captained at number 13 by Paddy Canaan. Tony Cahill is number 14, and number 15, Daniel McAllister. Our subs there, Cian, I'll let you go to the Thurles subs because I only have the Drum subs on the phone and I have to get out the glasses.
The subs on Thurles Sarsfields team, number 17, Oran Doheny. Number 18, Emmett Fogarty. Number 19, Luke Fogarty. Number 12, Dean Fanning. Number 21, Cahill McElgun. Number 22, Urban Nolan. Number 23, Daniel Ruddy. And number 24, Robbie Stapleton.
Right, and the Drom and Inch subs are 16, Jack Johnson. 19, Joseph Burke. And 22, Aaron Shanahan. Just have to read it off a programme here. We're after getting the mid-board didn't print programmes today. We have Andrew McAllister, Owen Kendi and Chris Cawley, and I don't have their numbers. And I suppose 17, 20 and 23. 18 is Dara Fitzpatrick, a brother of Mike. 21, Tim Comfort, and 24, Joey Black. Our management teams are Martin Everett, John Kendi, Martin McGrath. Come up here again. Helen Ryan is our physio, and our manager is Matthew Buckley. Go on there, Cian.
Yeah, just really looking forward to the game here today, Tom. Conditions are going to play a huge part. Wind coming across the field. It'll be very, very interesting to see the matchups. Injury concerns for both teams coming into the game. Thurles have a very quick turnaround from semi-final versus JK Brackens on last Wednesday night with Paddy Creedon and Dara Stakelum injury doubts with a dead leg and calf. Both are going to start, but will they see through the 60 minutes? And John Campion struggling with a knee injury for Drom and Inch. So it's going to be very, very interesting, Tom, to see how both teams line up, what way they go with the matchups. You'd imagine that Tony Cal will be picked up by Henry Fogarty, Paddy Creedon may be picked up by Jack Ryan, Lee McCormack by Jim Bob Kendi, and I'd say John Campion and Dara Staken will pick each other up. Two of the best minor hurlers in the county at the moment.
You got, like, with 11 and 14 injury doubts there, that's that'll be serious if they didn't see out the match for Thurles. And with number 6 John Campion, another serious operator, to take a lot from the spectacle if any of these have to go off.
Absolutely, and there's a massive atmosphere here today. I know there's a small crowd and many are watching at home, but you can really feel the tension in the air, Tom, and it feels like a real championship clash, knockout championship clash between Drom and Inch and Thurles Sarsfields, which always brings out the best and gets the blood boiling for both sides.
That's correct, Cian. Last year Thurles were leading 110 to 2 points coming to half time, and we got 3 crucial points just before half time. And one of the finest performances I've seen by a Drom and Inch team in a green jersey in that second half that they turned it around. We'll be hoping for more of the same. The ball is in and the game is on. We're up, and Dara Staken was tussling for it there. And straight away.
Yeah, showing no ill effects, Tom, of the injury. Won the first ball, free in. And as we said last Wednesday night, Dara, a really, really good free taker, hitting this free into quite a strong breeze.
The wind coming across the field, Dara, son of Conor Stakelum, the famous Stakelums, Borrisalee and Holy Cross, they're scattered all over the county. That one goes just to the right and wide.
Yeah, difficult free to start in the conditions into the breeze.
It was. The rain now beginning to come down. Colin Cannon with his first puck out. Gets it into the middle of the field, gone beyond the 70-yard line. And there, number 10 for Thurles, Danny Rossiter, sends it down the field. Tussling there for Jim Bob Kendi, who's been picked up by, who was that, 15, Darren Minogue. And this time it goes to the left and wide. That was Darren Minogue with that shot that just went wide.
Yeah, just looking up the field, Henry Fogarty is taking the position at full back, picking up Tony Cahill. Dara Stakelum is marking John Campion. So many of the matchups that we expected have taken place so far. And
we're down back out on the Thurles half forward line or half back line. That's tussling out. It's gone in there, but out. Come Thurles with the ball, send it down this side of the field. One speedy little man there, is it Liam McCormick? Yes, he's on the ball there. Pushed away from him there by Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen is tussling, coming out with it. He loses the ball. Thurles man number 20, Tommy O'Mara, sent it into Dara Stakelum. Dara Kendi gets his hurley to it. And it's pushed out for a line ball. I'm reaching over, looking out here now. I don't want to fall out on top of Jonathan Cullen over in front of me here. He's getting a bit of shelter from this trailer that we have here. Tommy O'Mara sends the cut in, taken by Campion, out the field. Comes down onto the Thurles 70-yard line. But there is our number 6, who is James Armstrong, to Tommy O'Mara. Tommy sends it in now into the danger area again. Big man going up for a Creedon. Onto Dara Stakelum. Dara Stakelum, this is danger. First block, great block. Come on, Dara Kendi gets it out there. Coming after it now is Daniel Rossiter. Daniel Rossiter is tussling there for the hardy boy. His father, the late Andy Rossiter.
Fantastic hook by Dara Kendi. Dara Stakelum straight through and goes. Looked like he was going to pull the trigger and hit the back of the net. Absolutely brilliant tracking from the midfielder, Dara Kendi from Drom and Inch.
That had goal written all over it. The right man had it, but great work by Dara Kendi. Rain beginning to come down now.
There seems to be an altercation over on the sideline between selectors from both sides. Tensions are running high here in Templetoohey.
You will get that. We'll have to pull back a little bit, Keane, because the rain is coming in and I don't want to get my hair destroyed this evening. There's a man down on the ground there. There's a drum man down on the ground. A little bit of off the ball stuff, I suppose. Shall we get that? They're still waving for a line ball for Thurles. There's legs coming in.
It's exactly what you'd expect, Tom, at the start of a mid-final between Thurles Sarsfields and Drom and Inch. Plenty of tension. Players really, really up for it, and we're seeing kind of everyone trying to get their second wind and get into the game, and a lot of tension around.
Jim Bob is down injured there at the minute now, the Drum full back. Seamus Delaney, the referee from the Brackens, our referee Tommy Loughnane from Gortnahoe over on the far side is the linesman, and on this side from the Templetoohey club, Mark Dunn. Seamus there, he's having a chat with Darren Minogue. And Darren Minogue has been issued with a yellow card there. Just one yellow from that altercation, yeah. He's leaving it at that. The line ball goes in. Campion on the edge of the square. Comes out with it. His knee is heavily strapped, but he's okay. Sean Duffy's racing there with Tommy O'Mara. Tommy O'Mara has it. Tommy sends it down this side of the field. Campion is under it. Campion pushes it out in front of him. He's pushed out over the line by a good shoulder there by Paddy Creedon, a big strong lump of a man.
Yeah, John Campion has started very strong in this match, Tom.
Yeah.
He's bursting into the game, very strong physical player.
A fine shoulder by Paddy Creedon, but Seamus Delaney said, no, that's a free. I'd have been happy with it myself if I gave it to him. Dara is coming back here now to take this free. Son of Seamus Kendi from the far end of the parish there. Dara lets it in long. First time now to see Paddy Canaan in action. It's cleared out there fairly quickly. Henry Fogarty has it, sends it out. They work it out, the finest, and Conor Fogarty sends it off down the field there. We're fighting for it again. Sean Duff kicking, pushing it, very close to it. Good man. Jimmy Mullen has it. Jimmy is making ground, sends it in, but back into that loose Thurles man again. Drops it out of his hand, skips past Paddy Canaan, sends it out to Henry Fogarty. Henry sends it down the field. Under it there now is Daniel Rossiter again, seeing a bit of the ball. Dara Minogue has it now. Here comes Dara. Dara is making progress. This is a lively Thurles team. He sends it in. Callanan, cool as a breeze, sends it out this side. Goes past Dara Kendi. Dara Stakelman and beats him out there exactly on the 70-yard line. Dara Stakelman is getting ready to take this.
Yeah, and I see James Armstrong is a spare defender there. He's in the sweeper role. He's getting on a lot of ball early doors.
Struck in there by Philly Hayes. Philly Hayes now tussling there with Paul Mullen. And Lee McCormick goes into the danger area again. There's lads tussling to bring it out. Jim Bob comes out with a good man. Jim Bob sends it out the field. Two Drom and Thurles lad under it there. And now Brian Moore bustles his way down, and Jimmy Mullen, it's easy. Who was it there? Number 6, James Armstrong. Father will be Seamus Armstrong from the church. So heard with the church for many years. He's after wanting to take that ball back up to Upper Church to where his people come from. And he's fouled for penalised for overcarrying. We're going to have a free right in the middle of the field. 74 or 5 yards out, Keane.
Yeah, free for overcarrying on James Armstrong. James has seen an awful lot of the ball early on in this game, trying to bust out a defence, caught for too many steps. And Dara Kendi now to hit a free for Drummond. Possibly the first clear-cut scoring chance for either team so far.
Have we stats on Thurles have had 2 wide so far, haven't they? One to the right and one to the left. And one drop short to Colin Callanan. The Thurles goalkeeper hasn't been tested yet. And this one is from Dara. People are applauding it, and it's the Drum crowd are applauding it. The first score of the game comes to Drummond. The wind coming right across the field here at us from the stand side. Ball dropping between the 70 and the 50-yard line. There's lads pushing, kicking. And here's that speedy operator again for Thurles. Well blocked there by Jack of the Rock. Jimmy Mullen is blocked down. Blocked down by Dara Stakelum. That was Dara Kendi was blocked down. No, it was Jimmy Mullen, wasn't it?
Yeah, brilliant block down from Dara Stakelum. Serious work rate. Struck off his right-hand side, and that'll do his confidence the world of good.
Colin Callanan dropping it between the 70 and the 50. 60 yards out from the Thurles goal. Back under it again is James Armstrong, and this time he gets the free. He sends it quick. He was trying to get a few yards for himself there, James, but he gets it now. He sends it down the field. Goes over Dara Stakelum's head. Dara Kendi comes back. Dara being pursued by Dara Stakelum. Sends it down the field. Daniel McAllister. Is it Daniel? Just doesn't get up into his hand. Drummer on the attack now. Brian Moore pushing forward. Sends the hand pass into Tony. Tony is Bet to the race for that there by Killian Rafter. Seamus isn't happy with the free being. Now.
Just looking out on the field, Tony Cahill is, Drom and Inch are trying to isolate Tony Cahill. They're dragging players out to leave him one-on-one in at full forward, being picked up by Henry Fogarty. Henry's a great man marker for Thurles Sarsfields, so it'll be a really, really interesting duel between the two.
Armstrong with the free, down in around the Drum 21. Jack of the Rock is trying to come out with it, it's pushed out. Darragh Minogue there. There's Darragh, he's getting the attention of Drum lads. Darragh Stakelum is tussling, there's Tommy O'Mara flies there, Sean Duff with the hand pass to Jimmy Mullen. Jimmy making progress there, goes past the 70, the 50. Hand pass out to Paddy. Here comes Paddy. This lad has an eye for a goal. Gets it across. He had a chance of a point, but Daniel McAllister now, hand pass to Tony. Tony being pursued by a lot of Thurles lads into traffic. And he's done. He gets the free. It was a little bit over robust, and Seamus didn't like the tackling.
Yeah, a lot of Thurles men committing to the ball there. 3 or 4 around Tony Cahill as he had the ball. They're zoning in on him as a big threat towards Thurles Sarsfields. Possibly lucky enough to get the free there, and Paddy can't hit it.
For a split second, Paddy had a chance there. He likes going for the green flag. Paddy, he sends this one straight over the bar. Paddy is on the close-in freeze, and that's a dangerous full forward line if they get going, the Drum lads, but we haven't seen too much action up there yet. Most of it is down in the other half of the field. Darragh Stakelum put the hand up, but it falls out of his hand. 7 there is Conor Fogarty, sends the hand pass out to Creedon. Creedon is going forward out from the far sideline, strikes off his left and over the bar. That is a wonderful point for Thurles.
Paddy Creedon picked up the ball on the left touchline. Strong run again. Great shot off his left-hand side on the angle of the sideline and straight over the bar.
2 points apiece after 11 minutes and 22 seconds. Sean Duff, chopped down there by Conor Stapleton from Thurles. And
little bit of indiscipline there from Conor Stapleton, and Seamus Laney's after bringing the free up 10 yards.
Mark Dunning's gone in there just to show him where to take it. Darragh is taking the long range freeze, and Paddy Canan appears to be on the closer in ones. We're coming into the 12th minute of the match. 2 points apiece. No huge pattern, and we're going to have a water break in a few minutes. Disrupts the old pattern of a game, but this is the way it's gone these times. There's a lot of things disrupted in life at the minute. Here comes Darragh. And that one comes to this side and wide. He had the distance, but he was just a little bit off. Campion pushes it down. Moore sends it on half blocked. Onto it there now is Dermot Brennan, our first involvement there for Dermot. Is Jimmy. Jimmy sends the hand pass to Jack Lillis. Jack Lillis to Daniel McAllister. Daniel McAllister fighting for it there, but he's fighting a lone battle because out of it comes James Armstrong, a good long delivery, but down to his other centre back. And the other end of the field, Campion down this side of the field. Jack Lillis again. Jack Lillis, his father, Thurles man, John Lillis. Jack fighting for it there along with Paddy Canan. There's two Drum lads, and they're being outnumbered by, and he's gone out. No, Philly Hayes took that out. There was 4 Thurles lads there, but Drum get the line ball.
And the two most dominant players on the field so far, Tom, are both centre backs, John Campion and James Armstrong, both on the world of ball so far.
Yeah, they're two of them are going well. Seen a lot of stuff there, and Jack Lillis with this cut now goes in past Daniel Fogarty, and out comes Daniel McAllister. Hand pass out there by Killian Rafter. Sends it out. There's ball has gone to ground again. McAllister, hand pass to Moore to Dermot Brennan. Brennan has room, but sends it well wide. Be disappointed with that one, Dermot. He was in In
Thurles
space.
full-back Killian Rafter seems to have got some sort of a leg injury and is struggling there. I think he's going to look for attention.
Play held up here now for a minute while Killian Rafter gets attention from the Thurles physio. Conditions underfoot, not too slippy.
No,
Not too
walked
slippy.
across the pitch, Tom, before the match in really, really good order. Lee McCormack seems to have gone centre forward on John Campion. They're obviously the Thurles management, led by Conor Stakeham, are trying to curb Campion's influence so far in the game. The winners of today's game will play St Mary's from Clonmel in the semi-final, while Ballina won the North minor final today and will play Cashel. So both semi-finals are to be played next Saturday. So some interesting pairings there, and I'm sure the winner of this game will have a major bearing on where the County Minor Championship goes this year.
Yeah, Drom the defending champions. They won it last year, a fantastic match against Thurles Sarsfields. They looked down and out against Knockavilla and came good with goals in the last quarter, and we had a good one, I think 122 to what was more than double digits anyway of a victory against Killidangan. Game back on again here now, and Henry Fogarty sends the ball in. Darren Minogue and Jim Bob Kendi tussle for it there. Out comes Jack of the Rock. Jack Ryan sends it down the field. Caught there very well by Henry Fogarty, and he gets the free.
Yeah, super catch by Henry Fogarty. He seems to have taken up a position at left half back now. He's a really, really strong player, played Harty Cup for Our Ladies Templemore, a member of the County Minor panel last year, and a fantastic catch, and now another free for Dara Stakeham. Tough free for Into the Breeze on the sideline, 65 yards out.
Is there many of the Thurles lads up to the 18 years of age, Keane, or have you a young enough team there?
Quite a young team, Tom. 5 Thurles Oak under 16 players starting, so quite good mix of youth and experience.
As Dara Stakeham sends that's a great point from Dara Stakeham over the bar, and it's 3 points to 2 after 16 and a half minutes. Back there, Conor Fogarty gets onto that ball, sends it down the field, and now Jim Bob is out there tussling with Dara Minogue. Dara on a yellow card already. He's held onto that ball, got away with it, and that's another point from Thurles. Thurles have to get in 2 quick points there in succession now, and it's 4 points to 2 for Thurles.
Brilliant point from Dara Minogue, picked it up, took on 2 defenders, and a great strike off his right hand side. It's a clear ploy from the Thurles management and players to target Dara. Superb player, the great semi-final, and back at it again now in the final.
Colin Callan sent the ball out there to Mike Fitzpatrick didn't control it, and quick as a flash, Dara Stakeham was onto it, punished. 3 points there in maybe a minute and a half, and now there's a 3 point gap opened up.
Yeah, no ill effects from Dara Stakeham from the dead leg. He's flying it out there at the moment.
Jimmy Mullen is going for there with Jack Lillis and Philly Hayes tussling for it. Philly went to ground and then touched it on the ground. Free to Thurles. Henry Fogarty standing over it. Henry lifts it and strikes it down the field. Out to Creedon. Creedon is being hassled there with Jack Ryan. They're all hassling. Sean Duff and Jack Ryan are the drum fellas there in that. Creedon, Tommy O'Mara. Somebody whips on it anyway, but Conor Fogarty in the clear. Sends it down the field there to Dara Stakeham. Dara has it. Well blocked by Dara Kendi. Great stuff by Dara. Dara comes out with it. Skips past Fogarty and sends it down the field. Daniel McAllister being bet there in the race by Killian Rafter. But Killian, it's Tommy Loughnane gives the line ball to Thurles Sarsfields.
Thurles Sarsfields playing at the moment with a 2-man full forward line of Paddy Creedon and Darren Minogue. An awful lot of space in front of him, and they're going to try and target him. 2 of them were outstanding in the semi-final against JK Brackens, and now we've the first water break.
18 and a half minutes gone, the first water break. Yeah, Thurles there in the last couple of minutes. They picked off the few points, and they've gone to the first quarter with a 3 point break on Drom. I suppose they have shaded the first quarter, Keane, haven't they?
Yeah, it's fair to say the Thurles management and players will be very happy with possibly the last 5 minutes of the quarter. Really came into the game, 3 great points, 2 from Dara Stakeham, a very difficult free and 1 from play, and another from Darren Minogue. So gives them a 3 point lead. look, it's nothing in terms of this game, but they would be happy with how they started. They're winning the lion's share of battles out there so far, but I've no doubt Drom and Inch in this quarter will storm back into it.
Yeah, we've got a free from Derek Hendy, a free from Paddy Canaan, nothing from play. Disappointing enough that we haven't raised the flag from play yet, but we're only gone 18 minutes. We're going again. We're back out now for the second quarter.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, Tom, it's going to be really interesting to see what effect the water breaks and breaks in play have on this game. They seem to be affecting all the games across the county at this moment. Breaks in momentum, teams gathering momentum again. So let's see what happens now at the start of this quarter.
Yeah, the first round of the senior championship, I was listening to the Thurles Kira match on the way home from Templemore after Drom played Roscrea that day, and it was 1-12-11, and they scored 1-8 to 1 point in the last quarter. Thurles did. So let's hope from a Drom point of view that Thurles don't have the Thurles minors don't get the same effects from the water break as the Thurles seniors did. Campion gets this ball from the line ball, from the Thurles line ball. John Campion sends the first point from play for Drom.
Monster score from John Campion, who seems to have moved out to midfield. As many will know, he plays in the forwards or midfield for Drom senior hurlers, probably more comfortable up the field. So let's see how will he fly into this game now at midfield.
Jack Ryan and Creedon under it. Jack Ryan gets the two of them, missed it on the first attempt, and Jack gets it away down the field to McAllister. McAllister, he has his chance. Well blocked there by, is that James Armstrong. Armstrong blocked Daniel there, and Diarmuid Brennan leaves it there now for Jack Lillis.
Jack is a great man to hit a line ball. I know his brother Cahill and Amy will be watching this and are very proud of him.
Don't be putting the jinx on him, Keane. He's have to cut it across the ground into the hands of Conor Fogarty from Thurles. Out there, Campion tussles for it, but coming out with it there is Conor Stablen, sends it down. It goes past Creedon and Jack Ryan. Jim Bobby's coming out for it there. Jim Bobby's pushed, and Drom get the free.
Yeah, I think Darren Minot played the hurley from behind there, free out to Drom. Good start to this second quarter by Drom and Inch.
20 minutes gone. Seamus Delaney sending Matthew Buckley, our manager, off the field. Mike Fitzpatrick with this free. Mikey's father, Declan Fitz from Galmoy, married to Michelle Costello. Sends it down the field. McAllister and Tony Cahill. Tony gets in past Killian Rafter and pass back out to McAllister. McAllister runs into traffic, tries to kick it out, but Thurles come away with a party. Or that's Lillis. Is it Lillis? Tries to get there before the line comes, sends it out. Number 4 there, Kieran Woodlock sends it out. A bit further out the field, Conor Fogarty sends it down. Duffy's under it here with Tommy O'Mara. Or is it no, Tommy Maher. Son of senior manager. Jimmy Mullen gets a flick to that, gets it into his hand. Being pursued there by Conor Stapleton. Jimmy gets away from it. Jimmy has time, sends the hand pass in to Moore. Moore strikes, and Moore sends it over the bar.
Yeah, nice score there from Brian Moore. We can see the influence of Jimmy Mullen running straight through the middle. Great footballer, county minor footballer last year, and you can see his pace and energy when he breaks through the middle of the Thurles defence.
Derek Hendy gets his hurley to it. Not enough. Dara Stakem, dangerous ball down. Creedon is under it. Jack Ryan is under it. Creedon works it out to himself. Here we have Liam McCormack. Latches onto that and sends it over the bar. Quick as a flash.
Fine score from Lee McCormack. Great pace, broke onto the ball, over his right shoulder, over the bar.
6 points to 4. 21 minutes gone. Coming to 22. Jimmy Mullins puts his hand up for it. Armstrong says no way. Moore brushes past Henry Fogarty. It's keeping going. This is Moore. He's inside the 21. He has the advantage. And the referee brings it back and brings us the free because that was going out wide.
Yeah, fine run there from Brian Moore. He's been very influential in the play so far. A different kind of forward, maybe not this most stylish type of forward, but a real worker and getting on really hard ball there and winning for Drom and Inch at the moment.
Yeah, Brian did well there. There's no running like direct running. As Brian proved there was no heading out towards the sideline. He headed straight for goals and drew the free.
The move
over
of
this
Derek
one.
Hendy to centre back, Tom, has made a big difference with John Campion going to the middle field. It's really freed up John to hurl.
Yeah, and Paddy sends that over the bar. Now we're back to 6 points to 5. 22 minutes and 47 seconds gone on our scoreboard here. Ball goes out there. Fitz gets his hurley to it. Philly Hayes sends it down the field though. Lee McCormick again. He's onto this. Lee McCormick sends the ball in and over the bar.
Yeah, Liam's pace is starting to cause the Drom and Inch defence
he
problems
got away
at the
there
moment.
from Paul Mullen. Paul, brother of Jimmy, wouldn't be slow by any means, but he is a quick young lad, that Liam McCormick, and we're back down to 7 points to 5. Ball sent out to Fitz. Out to Jack Ryan. Jack, get rid of it, they're coming and on to you. Here comes McAllister. McAllister goes past him though, breaks past him, and Tony has it now. Tony gets it up in the hand of the second attempt, goes past Killian Rafter. Tony is making way, and Tony is pulled down by Rafter.
Yeah, and Tony Cahill is starting to cause the Thurles Sarsfields inside backline problems. This would be his second year on the county minor panel, still minor for at club level next year, so a really exciting young prospect for Drom and Inch.
Killian Rafter there, is he getting the attention again? He's getting the yellow card anyway for his troubles. He's been on the ground a bit there early on, Killian. Straight and through, good man, Paddy. So Tony back in full forward there for Drom. And now this ball comes out here. Kendi, great pick up. Being chased by Dara Stakelum, but sends it down along the field to Tony. Rafter now comes out, sends the hand pass to Dara Stakelum. Dara Stakelum back inside his own 21. And John Campion, all the time in the world, sends the ball to Jack Lillis. Jack Lillis, 75 yards out, strikes straight through, over the bar. Great stuff for a level. 25 minutes gone.
Yeah, and
Rafter is down again on the ground.
That's
I'd like to see that with any young lad, but he's struggling there now, and I don't think he'll see any more action, Keane.
No, and I see Oran Doheny warming up on the sideline. Oran is a very good defender, and we might see him in the next couple of minutes. Great play from Drom and Inch there. Super ball from John Campion across the middle of the field to Jack Lillis, and a nice strike from Jack straight over the bar.
Jack,
7 points on now.
For some of our older viewers, Keane, from the Drom and Inch parish, Jack Lillis, he has the same gait as his uncle Pat Harkins back in the day. He's very reminiscent of the way Pat carried himself. Played in goals, won a mid-minor with Drom in mid-senior with Drom in 19.
Emmett Fogarty, who's going to come on for Killian Rafter.
Emmett, you see anything? Is Henry and Conor Fogarty, are they brothers, the two wing backs there, the 5 and 7?
No relation.
No relation. Is Emmett any relation to these boys?
No, I don't think so.
So
3 different Fogartys.
3 different Fogartys. You were saying one of them there is Larry at the pub. Larry Fogarty's son.
Yeah, Conor Fogarty, the wing back. His father beat Larry, and his mother Hannah owned the pub there in Thurles. Very, very tight game so far. Tom,
7 points apiece.
Neither team given an inch.
No, it's even Stephen Drum got them. The Thurles got the upper hand just before the water break. Drummer after scoring 5 points there in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Thurles got 2, and we're back to a 7 point apiece game. Tony and Paddy there in the full forward line with Daniel McAllister. Tony was causing trouble there now.
Yeah, and I see Henry Fogarty has gone back now to pick up Tony Cahill, so
yeah.
Probably a change we thought that would happen at the start of the game. He's now in on him, and the 2 boys are in school together, so I'm sure this will be a titanic tussle.
Nice round of applause there from both sets of supporters for young Rafter as he's gone off the field. Sun coming into our eyes now. Our cameraman was having difficulty with the sun there at the last match we did there. I hope he doesn't have the same problems this evening. Here comes Aidan Stakelin, brother of Dara, with the puck out. Good touch by Sean Duff to Jimmy Mullen. On his bike, gets away. There goes Paddy, and that's quick as the flash. Good man, Paddy over the bar. He flashed onto that. Lifted into his hand. Couple of strides and over the bar, no messing. Drom going to the lead, 8 points to 7.
Strong run again from Jimmy Mullen through the heart of the Thurles defence. Paddy Canan onto it like very sharply, and nice strike off his right hand side over the bar.
Now we're back on to the 70-yard line. Philly Hayes is on the ground there. There's lads roaring at the left there. Jack Ryan is on the ground. But out come young Rossiter, Daniel Rossiter with it. It's batted away. And Derek Hendy goes past Philly Hayes and sends it into the danger area. Paddy bats it out in front of himself. Skips past one tackle. Turns, strikes over the bar. Paddy is on fire.
Yeah, 2 great points from Paddy Canan in the last couple of minutes.
29 minutes and 3 seconds gone. Seamus Delaney is calling for a bit of order out there in the middle of the field. He's had a word I'd say with Philly Hayes, is it? And now, Aidan Stakelum sends the ball down the field. A good hurley to it there by Dara, but Dara Kendi, it only comes to a Thurles man. And coming out here now, Jim Bob Kendi. Jim Bob is there with Dara Minogue, and Dara gets past him and goes past Jack Ryan. Gets the free.
Yeah, great play from Dara Minogue. Drove at the Drom and Inch defence and won the free. Now to be taken by Dara Stakelum.
Coming to half time, 9 points to 7.
It's a score Thurles Sarsfields need now as we head towards the break. As we kind of talked about it, Tom, at the quarter break, the shift in momentum, and it's certainly come towards Drom and Inch now in this quarter.
It did, yeah. There's still nothing in it though. There's 2 very evenly matched teams, and to be a fair gambler would put big money on either team at this stage. Or a foolish gambler, maybe. That comes out to Paul Mullen. Skips past Lee McCormack. Looks up, strikes it down the field. 65 yards out from the Thurles goal. Diarmuid Brennan tries to kick it. Conor Stapleton is pulled there by Diarmuid. A bit of indiscipline. Very, very foolish pull there. Diarmuid protesting his case, but he pulled the jersey off of him. Free there, and that's going to be taken by Conor Stapleton. Sends it down this side. Back is Sean Duff. Gets under it, lifts it, comes out the field. Sean Duff is lucky enough, gets the push in the back. Indiscipline there by Thurles because Sean was running out of options there, and lost his boot as well. But he got the free, and Derek Hendy is back inside his own 50-yard line, ready to take this free. Tommy Maher now, son of the Thurles senior manager, goes in to the corner there on Sean Duff, and Darren Minogue comes out. Ball gone down there between Henry Fogarty and Tony from Derek Hendy's free.
Yeah, brilliant catch there from Henry Fogarty. The first 1v1 tussle, and Henry comes out on top.
He caught it clean in the air. And Aidan Stakelum with the free relieves all the pressure again. Fitzpatrick catches that free. Hand pass out under pressure. And now Campion. Campion is making ground, being pursued by Dara Stakelum. And his legs get tangled up. And we get the free.
Yeah, good catch from Mike Fitzpatrick. I know his uncles, Eddie and Mike Costello, would be proud of that. And passed it on to John Campion, who drove up the field and won the free.
Mike Fitz would have the Langton of Kilkenny breeding in him. His great grandmother, I think. No, I'm not a genealogist or anything, but I think his great grandmother was Langton from Kilkenny. And Michelle, then their granddaughter, she went back to Kilkenny to find her husband, and there's still loads of Kilkenny breeding in him.
Yeah, and quite a soft yellow card there for Dara Stakelum. So 2 of the Thurles forward line, Darren Minogue and Dara Stakelum, both on yellow cards at this stage.
Yeah, the old yellow jersey, he just got. It was an accidental trip rather than an intentional trip.
Yeah,
but
no malice in
over
it.
the bar. 10 points to 8. Drom leading. We're gone into the 32nd minute. A good bat by Jim Bob. Diarmuid Brennan. Hand pass blocked down. Well blocked down there by Conor Fogarty, and he kicks the ball unintentionally out over the line. Now Conor Stapleton with this cut, good cut into the danger area. Duff, but out back again. Campion, half back line. But now back to James Armstrong, the other centre back. James to Conor Stapleton, but Paddy is onto it. Good work there by Conor Stapleton to, but Campion to Lillis. Lillis goes long to Tony. Tony and Henry Fogarty. Tony is racing for it. Tony has it in his hand. Fogarty keeping in goal side. Sends it back out the field to Moore. Moore inside the 50. Moore strikes, but goes wide. Good pressure there from the sub number 18, Emmett Fogarty, you said, was it? Or no, was it Emmett Fogarty as the sub? Good pressure there, and a strike under pressure goes wide. 34 minutes gone, we must be very close to half time. Moore is under this again. It beats them all. Out there, Kim Fitzpatrick, I think, sends it down to Paddy. Paddy is on the ground, but Tony has it in his hand. Tony out past the 50 to Moore. Moore strikes. Straight through. Just sneaks inside the post. Good man, Moore. That's a great point for Drom. Yeah, 11 points to 8.
Another good point from Brian Moore. Massively effective in this game so far.
Jim Bob there, got away with that. Darren Minogue turns, makes room for himself, sends it down. But who was there? John Campion all by himself, but he won't be for long. He gets past Darragh Stakelum, sends it to Jim Bob. Jim Bob strikes into the danger area again. But that's great play by James Armstrong. He's back covering. And this ball goes in and evades them all. Fitzpatrick is there. No. Liam McCormick is there. But Jack Ryan with his hamstring or his thigh bandage sends it down to James Armstrong. James Armstrong, his father, the churchman. To be nothing soft there. Sends it back out to number 7, who's Henry Fogarty, or Conor Fogarty. Conor lifts it, strikes it off the hurley. Sean Duff is coming out to it first. Sean Duff, Tommy Maher gets the flick to it. And now Conor Stapleton sends it just wide. Oh, it hit Colin Callan was on the post, letting it go wide, but it hit off Colin's chest. That could have gone anywhere. And just right the dying seconds of this first half. 35 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock down here. Surely it's half time at this stage, Seamus. Tommy Lucknan comes in to show Darragh Stakelum where he's going to be taking this 65 from.
Yeah, Drom and Inch really are after gifting and Thurles Sarsfields a chance at a score right before half time there with the 65.
Young Duff, a good pressure put on. And it looked like it was going wide. Colin was right out on the post, but it touched off of him. But we get away with it. Darragh misses the free, and there is half time. So, still all to play for. 11 points to 8. Drom definitely had the better of that second quarter. They scored 9 points to 3. They went in at quarter time, 3 points down. They go in at half time, 3 points up. I'll take that. What about yourself, Keane?
Yeah, quite a turnaround, and we talked about the shift in momentum, and the momentum has certainly swung in Drom and Inch's favour. John Campion is extremely influential on the game. He really stands out as a senior player, and over the last couple of years he's one of the best minors we've seen in Tipperary, and he's a great prospect going forward for the Tipperary teams. And really, really effective out there and really dominating the game. Along with many other of the Drom and Inch players, Brian Moore, really, really effective. Jimmy Mullen, Paddy Canaan stormed into it. Tony Cahill and Henry Fogarty having a massive battle. But as you said, Tom, all to play for here in the second half.
For in the second half. The wind coming straight across the field from the stand, right into the old trailer that we're standing up on. Damn happy to have it, though. That's it. We'll see you back in the second half in a few minutes. Okay, thanks very much. Hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. All right, we won't. We're back again, are we? We're back out now for the second half. Both teams lining up in the middle of the field there, the midfielders.
And let's move to centre forward now for Drom and Inch, being picked up by Seamus Armstrong, so they're moving them all around the forward line, trying to keep Thurles backs on their toes.
Sent down Thurles attacking the first attack of the second half. Fitzpatrick gets away, but Danny Rossiter earns himself a free, I think, off Derek Hendy there.
Yeah, great play from Daniel Rossiter. Hard to believe, as I said Wednesday night, only an under 14 last year, probably the youngest player on the field. Really strong player and a bright future ahead of him.
Would be a father or son of the late Andy Rossiter, is it?
Yeah, Andy was his father, a great hurler back in the day and a great Thurles Sarsfields club man.
That's a great point from Darragh Stakelum, opening the scoring after 42 seconds of the second half. Sarsfields get the first score of the second half. Rossiter is under this again. Gets the break, strikes it in. And Darragh Minogue pushes the ball away from Jim Bob, skips in past Jim Bob. Darragh Minogue making way towards goal across the 21, strikes, and that's just tails away and goes wide. Drom get away there. Darragh will be disappointed with himself. He did the good work, he made the room for himself, made the space, got his strike away, but just tailed away to the right and wide.
Yeah, disappointing wide by Darragh, but he's getting the better there, Jim Bob, at the moment. He's out in front and he's working hard for the ball.
Tony goes for that ball, doesn't get it. Philly Hayes back to Rossiter again. Rossiter has seen loads of the ball in the first minute of the second half. Pushed out now, Tommy Loughnane will give that line ball to Drom. Mike Fitzpatrick is going to take it. He thought it a quick one. Campion was shouting at him. Campion, his mother and Campion, one of the famous McGraths from Lockmore. You don't have to say too much more about the McGraths, there's loads of them in it. And they're hurling and football through and through. Tony Cahill pushes it on. Campion kicks it on. Diarmaid Brennan pushed off of it there. How that wasn't a free, I don't know. And now it's a line ball to Thurles. That was a strange one, but no, James Armstrong lets it down the field into the danger area. Creedon out in front of Jack Ryan, but Jack kicks it, pushes it out in front of himself, tussling away there with Creedon. Yeah.
And favouring Thurles Sarsfields in the second half, looking at the flags.
Yeah. Tommy Maher, is he after picking up a card there for his trouble? It is, yeah, the flags were coming straight across the field. Now they're slightly going definitely in the Thurles favour. Going towards maybe one corner of the field, up towards the old dressing room end, diagonally. Darragh, 50 yards out, sends it. A great point. That will settle the Drum boys again, and we're back to 12 points to 9. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half.
Series 3 from Derek Hendy, right on the left touchline into the wind.
Aidan Stakelum, great free. The wind is taking it, dropping it about 55 yards out from the Drum goal. Campion got his hurry told, but stalemate there. There's a Melia fellas again. It's on the ground. But Creedon, big strong man, sends the hand pass. He's he's fouled, and relatively straightforward free about 45 yards out for Darragh Stakelum. And
yeah, good leadership there from Paddy Creedon. Won a hard ball, drove it to Drum defence, drew the free, and now Darragh Stakelum to take it.
Helen Rhino physio is in there with John Campion, and like I said before the match started, any of these central figures that were injured out before the match, it'll be a huge game changer if any of them have to leave the field of play with an injury. Yeah,
and a substitution on the Thurles Sarsfields team now. Dean Fanning is in for Tommy Maher. Dean, a real workhorse in the forward line. He's gone into at right corner forward. He'll be hoping to get on the ball, win it, and pop it to the shooters.
What number is he there? Just to try and pick him up at number 12, Dean Fanning. Okay, sound as a bell. 48 yards out. Darragh Stakelum, no trouble to him, sends that over the bar. We're 12 points to 10. Colin Cannon looking for a ball to puck out. Sent in from the sideline by some of the Drum management. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Colin Callanan sends it down. 70 yards out from the Drom goal. Not even. And now, there is Liam McCormack racing through. In past the 50, in past the 21. It's opening up in front of him. That's great work by Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan pushes it away. Out to this side of the field. Jack gets away with it. Bustling a man out of his way. Sends it down to Moore. Moore doesn't get it into his hand. And there's Emmett Fogarty has it now. Emmett being hassled. Connor Stapleton sends it in there. Campion is Connor McCreedon. A great score there from Paddy Creedon. Campion put his hand up. And centre back is no place for a man that's struggling with a knee injury. He's out centre field there now, isn't he? Derek Hendy is their centre back. But Johnnyson moving comfortable at all. Jack Lillis tried to anticipate that running on, but it didn't. Philly Hayes sends it back down the field, and Thurles are doing all the attacking in the early stages. Darren Minogue there and Jim Bob Kendi on the ground. Derek Hendy was there on the ground. There was a heap of lads on the ground. Now, Dara Stakelum out on the sideline. Strikes. Good pressure. There was 4 men finding it as difficult to find their feet as poor old Micheál Martin is to keep on to an agricultural minister. Fitzpatrick there. Or is it Paul Mullen there tussling with Liam McCormack. Liam McCormack gets away and sends the ball high and over the bar. And we're level again after 7 minutes and 12 seconds of the second half.
And the momentum has shifted again, Tom, in favour of Thurles Sarsfields. Three in a row, 3 points in a row for them. There's been an incident there off the ball, and Seamus Delaney is heading over towards it. Not
Mark
sure if
Dunn,
any of the rest of the officials have
Mark
spotted
Dunn
anything.
now, yeah, Mark Dunn is coming in there. Number 10 was on the ground, was it? Was it? No, it was Dermot Brennan is on the ground. So
I think Mark Dunn has spotted this, so it'll be interesting to see what Seamus Delaney does.
Conor Fogarty is the man that's anxiously waiting. Now, we'll see the Drom crowd will be shouting for a red card, I'm sure. We'll see what Mark Dunn has said now, because none of us saw it here. A yellow card. Callanan getting ready with the puck out. 12 points apiece. Goes past Kendi, but Campion now tries to get away from his men. He does. Down the field. McAllister. Line. It was always going wide. Aidan Stakelum quickly takes the puck out. Brian Moore is done for an old slap of a hurley across Connor Stapleton, and Dara Stakelum here will have this free. Again, he's 70, 80. He'll be 82 or 3 yards out. The wind is definitely.
Yeah, and the wind, Tom, is starting to have a major impact on this game. Yeah. Thurles are finding it a lot easier to get the ball into their inside forward line, and Drom are struggling coming up the field playing into that breeze.
Yeah. Here comes Dara. He's 85 yards out. Sends it. He has the length. And he has the accuracy. That's a very good point from young Dara Stakelum.
Super point from Dara Stakelum from the free. Just an effortless striker of the ball straight over the bar from about 80 yards.
This ball now. Jimmy Mullen went onto it, but Campion gets onto it. He's got in past the 50. And he's pulled down. And that's a free for Drom. And Paddy Canan should. I don't want to jinx Paddy now or anything like that. He's about 40 yards out.
Everything good about Drom and Inch is coming from John Campion. He really is a dynamo in the middle of the field, and he's driving his teammates on here.
A great family, the Campions. They're never bet, as they say. And Paddy effortlessly sends that over the bar. We're back to 13 points apiece. 10 minutes and 20 seconds gone in the second half. Sub coming in for Drom. Dermot Brennan going off. And in comes. Who's that coming on for Drom? Did you see it?
I think it's Dara Fitzpatrick on a corner forward.
18, Dara Fitzpatrick. He'd be a brother to Mike Fitz. Oh, we got the danger here now. Creedon is coming onto it. Creedon, big strong man, hard to dispossess. Connor Stapleton, and there, an absolute belter. Number 12 after coming on.
Brilliant goal from Dean Fanning.
Dean Fanning.
Drove through the middle and a fantastic shot. What an impact from Dean on the game after after being brought on as a sub seconds ago.
Creedon, a big strong man. One possession, held on to it, and eventually when the ball was worked out to Dean Fanning, he knew where the goals were. A big moment in this match. After 11 minutes, Thurles scored the first goal, 113 to 13 points. Cluster of lads fighting for the ball out there. Drom have it. 7 is Paul Mullen. Is fouled. And we get the free. The Thurles crowd, he gets the free right in front of the Thurles selectors, and they're not very happy with it, but Seamus is the man that matters.
Yeah, that could be a massive moment, Tom, in this game. The goal from Dean Fanning. Massive introduction from him, and a goal was always going to be vital, and particularly the first goal in this game.
Yeah, and he made no mistake. There was no... Colin Callan didn't stand a chance. He finished it perfectly.
Big free now for Dara Kennedy to see can Drum respond to the Thurles Sarsfields goal.
And that's gone to the left and wide. Went wide at his near post. Aidan Stakelum with the quick puck out again. He's taking it down. There's definitely 15 yards of longer that his puck outs are going in the second half. Jack Lillis was there tussling for it, but coming away with it is Campion again. Campion kicks it to Lillis. Lillis down the field. Dara Fitzpatrick is going after it, but James Armstrong is fouled by Paddy Canan, and James Armstrong goes down and gets the free.
Yeah, James Armstrong is mopping up an awful lot of ball across the Thurles half back line.
A bit of a tussle there with Dara Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Dara Fitzpatrick stood in front of James Armstrong as he hit the free. The ball has been moved forward by the referee. The next score in this game is going to be vital.
Armstrong, a long one in. Creedon is under it. Creedon catches it over Jack Ryan. And that's a one-handed strike over the bar. A great point from Paddy Creedon. And 1-1 there without reply has opened the 4-point gap.
A fantastic point from Paddy Creedon. Caught the ball over the head of Jack Ryan, swiveled and one-handed strike over the bar. Brilliant skill.
Dean Fanning is onto a loose puck out there. Was intended for Paul Mullen, and we're back into the danger area again. But back out, it's batted out by Drum to Campion. Campion, well blocked, savage work, and McCormick, Lee McCormick is onto it now. Lee McCormick, quick as a flash, sends that. Oh my God.
That's a huge score for Thurles Sarsfields. What a turnover. Brilliant hook from Darragh Minogue, picked up from Lee McCormick over the bar to put 5 points in the game, but massive turning point there. Huge work rate from the Thurles Sarsfields forward line, in particular Darragh Minogue.
Campion was winding up to send it down the field. Huge effort from Darragh Minogue to get out, get the hook. Ball went out to Lee McCormick. Smash and strike, and we've now a 5-point gap opened, and the water break can come half quick enough for Drum now at this stage. Great momentum shift for Thurles in this quarter. Yeah,
it's all Thurles in this quarter, Tom. They've really got on
11-8 at half time.
They've really got on top, and Dean Fanning's goal was a real tonic, and they've tagged on a couple of points afterwards, but they seem to be the dominant force out there in this quarter.
Yeah, 5-point break. It's Drum Sean Duff getting attention there. And Sean, yeah. He has his hands full with Dean Fanning, who's Jimmy Mullen put his hand up for that. He didn't get it. Armstrong pushes down, but there's Emmett Fogarty, sends it down the field. It's all Thurles now at this stage. Creedon and Jack Ryan are going for it again. Jack gets down. Jack not fouled, I thought he was. Creedon coming in along the end line. Jack Ryan does very well, gets his hurley to it. Away, Darragh Minogue was pouncing there. Jimmy Mullen is out for this one. But Thurles lads run into each other. Paul Mullen is there. There's a clash there, and I see Jack Lillis and a Thurles
I think
chap on the
it's
ground,
Lee
both
McCormack
immediately.
down from Thurles. I think maybe a dead leg clashed into Jack Lillis there.
Drom need a score before the water break.
Yeah, coming up on 16 minutes gone, or just so the water break or break in play now to try and stop this shift in momentum that has gone totally in Thurles' favour.
A change there on the Drum team. Dara Fitzpatrick is going back into corner back, is it? Sean Duffy's been taken off, and Diarmuid Brennan is being reintroduced. Lee McCormack back up on his feet. Seamus ready to throw the ball in. Brian Moore tussling for it there. Hasn't been as effective in the second half. And Conor Stapleton gets the ball away into the danger man again. Creedon being marshalled by Jack. Jack keeping him out. Creedon strikes it in. Jim Bob pushes out. Is this the... That's a free there now. But it's wide, so he's going to bring back the free for Daniel Rossiter there. Daniel got checked. I think it was by Mike Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, high tackle from Mike Fitzpatrick and Daniel Rossiter. Daniel did very well. Real low centre of gravity. Very hard to stop when he picks the ball up.
So relatively straightforward here. Just outside the edge of the D, as they say. Dara Stakelum with this free. Lifts it, strikes it, and there's no problem there. So we're going for water after this. No, Seamus is still letting the play go on. Campion is going for it. Campion snaps it out of the air. Goes past the 70. Being pursued. Past the 50. Into Jimmy Mullen. Jimmy Mullen is making way. Jimmy sends it in. And that goes disappointingly wide.
Brilliant catch from John Campion again in the middle of the field. Poor finish from Jimmy Mullen, but a disappointing quarter for Drom and Inch.
Very disappointing. 116 to 13 points. And massive momentum shift there in Thurles' favour in this third quarter. And unless we see a dramatic change in the last 15 minutes, there's the Mid-Minor Cup is going back to Thurles this evening after Drom won it last year in dramatic circumstances over in Holy Cross.
Fantastic third quarter performance from Thurles Sarsfields there. Obviously, whatever Conor Stakelum, Michael Collins, Jim Maloney, Tony O'Meara, Connie Maher and Ger Corbett said to the team at half time worked. Their tactics are working perfectly. Their forward line are well on top. James Armstrong playing as a free man is sweeping all the way across the back line, getting on every breaking ball. Midfield is dominant, and a dominant performance in that quarter from Thurles Sarsfields. But knowing Drom and Inch, they will come back into it without a doubt in the final quarter.
Yeah, it's a huge ask. This is I don't know what Matthew Buckley is going to say to him there on the water break. That'll inspire him, but hopefully, being a drum man, hopefully it'll be something huge. That's what we need.
The next score is vital. It's either going to bring Drom and Inch back into the game or drive Thurles Sarsfields forward. So we'll be watching out to see the next score. Thurles Sarsfields need to keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Before the water break, we do have to work a green flag, at least one, to have any chance of retaining our title here. So we're waiting for Aidan Stakelum to take the puck out. I met the corner back there, Kieran Woodlock, in a shop in Temple before the match, and very confident. He reckoned they were going to win it. His father would be Jim Woodlock. Ball, Aidan Stakelum sends it down. Creedon under this one evades him. Jack Lillis sends it on to Jimmy Mullen. Jimmy in a race with a Thurles fella. Jimmy sends it on to Brian Moore. Brian Moore sends it in the field, down the field, and Brian wide again. We're out. Tony Cahill is out on the half forward line at the minute. Paddy and Daniel McAllister are inside. Ball now. Sends it down the field. Daniel McAllister, but a Thurles man there is Brian Moore is going to be penalised there, and Emmett Fogarty has this free. Connor Stapleton coming back to take it. Is it no Dara?
And Dara Stakeland is going all the way back. He's about 90 yards from goals. This would take a fair strike now. Breeze behind him, but this would be a big score, and it spells danger. It'll be dropping in around the square anyway.
Creedon is on the edge of the square with Jack Ryan. Dara strikes it. It has the distance, has it? Every bit of it straight over the black spot. That's a wonderful score if you're a Thurles person.
Outstanding score from Dara Stakeland to put 7 between the sides.
Now Thurles came into this game as favourites, and they're living up to the favourites tag. Paul Mullen breaks one tackle, has to turn back and strikes it down the field. We need something strong here from Paddy. No, out comes Jack O'Mara with the ball. Jack sends it out the field, and Daniel Rossiter is tussling there with Mick Fitz. Fitz gets it away from him to Jimmy Mullen. Jimmy looks up, goes past one Thurles man. He's inside the 50. We need to do something, Jimmy. Jimmy scoops it out to Campion. Campion is making room for heading for the 21. And that is a brilliant block. And when your luck isn't in, your luck isn't in. Drom worked that ball in, and all we're getting out of it is a sideline cut on the 50-yard line.
Fantastic block in the Thurles back line. Squeezed up on him. John Campion coming through, spelled danger. Got it into Canaan, and really well blocked from the Thurles defence.
Mike Fitz around the 50-yard line, just inside the Thurles 50-yard line. He's going to take this cut. It's going to the danger area. Cahill will try and keep it in. He does, but only to a Thurles man who is fouled by Daniel McAllister, and he's going to get booked for that. His father, Daniel's father, works inside in Thurles in the railway station. I'm sure the loads of Thurles lads will pay him a visit during the coming few days to let him know that Thurles look like they're going to be the kingpins here.
High tackle from Daniel McAllister on Connor Stapleton. Connor's down receiving attention at the moment, and it looks like Seamus Delaney is going to issue him a yellow card. And I see Oran Doheny is warming up vigorously on the sideline for Thurles Sarsfields. We could see him introduced in the next couple of minutes.
Here comes Aidan Stakeland. Campion has gone centre forward for Drom. Fitzpatrick puts his hand up with Rossiter. The ball comes out near the sideline, but it's Philly Hayes is there fighting for it for Thurles. Mick Fitzpatrick comes up, sends the hand pass to Jimmy Mullen. Jimmy gets it, doesn't get it, and now Creedon. Creedon is coming away with it. Creedon inside the 50, goes to ground. Lee McCormack has it now, cuts across Tony Cahill, runs across the 50-yard line and strikes. A great strike, but just to the right and wide. 117 to 13 points, 23 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Colin Callan, bit of urgency now, sends it down towards Campion, but there's Lee McCormack gets the break, sends it back in. Creedon is there, and Daniel Rossiter. Daniel Rossiter pushes it. Minogue has been pulled and dragged free there. He's been pulled by Mike Fitz.
Great play from Darren Minogue, got down low to the ground, took on his man, pulled back, and another free that Dara Stakeland will tap over the bar. Thurles Sarsfields really have been dominant, Tom, in this second half period.
And
Just
they
about
have,
8 points between it with roughly 10 minutes to go, including added time. And straight over the bar from Dara Stakelum. And over on, Donaghy is on for Thurles Sarsfields, in place of Conor Stapleton. Conor had struggled with injury for a lot of the year and put in a great shift there in the middle of the field. Now Oran is coming on. He'll bring loads of energy, really intelligent player, and he'll make a big impact on this game.
Colin Cannon sends the puck out beyond the Thurles 70-yard line. Dermot Brennan tried to get onto it, but that's sent down the field there, and Dara Minogue cuts in past Jim Bob. He's heading for goals. This is dangerous. Somebody will have to cut him out. Callanan gets his hurley to it and gets it over the bar.
Lovely point from Darren Minogue. Great first touch. Took on his man, Jim Bob Kendi, and off his left-hand side over the bar with the help of the keeper, Colin Callanan.
It's all Thurles now. Liam McCormick, that ball is broken there by James Armstrong. Liam McCormick has it. Liam McCormick is heading for the 21. Straight in. Callanan takes it on the goal line. Sends it out to Campion. Campion to Dara Kendi, but goes past Dara. And Tony Cahill now. Tony has to make this one. And Campion gets it. Campion sends the hand pass to Brian Moore. Brian Moore pushes it on. It's come to Paddy Canan, but James Armstrong comes out with it big and strong, sends it down the field, in beyond the 50-yard line here. Jim Bobby's there, tussling with Dara Minogue. It's been a fair old tussle, but Dara is causing loads of trouble there. He's got the free again, and now Fitzpatrick is in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get his name taken anyway. Dara Minogue.
And Dara Minogue is causing consternation in that Drom and Inch defence. Every ball has been targeted towards his corner. He's winning the ball. Fantastic first touch. Well able to move, taking on his man every time, drawing frees, getting scores. Fantastic performance from Dara this evening.
Yeah, he's after causing Jim Bob a bit of trouble there this evening, all right. Jim Bob is a good, honest trier, but this Dara Minogue is a fair operator. He's speaking to two Drum fellas there. 2 yellow cards. Dara Minogue is after getting off of the one play. One to Jim Bob Kendi and one to Mike Fitzpatrick. And that's effortlessly over the bar. There's 120 to 13 points. Callanan sends it out this side, or the far side of the field. Campion breaking past the 70. Gets the free. Bringing it on. There's 27 minutes gone, and now a 10-point break in this. Paddy is taking it. He was fouled about 70 yards out, but I know he was fouled 50 yards out. It's coming under 10 yards anyway. And Paddy sends this one wide.
That probably sums up the second half performance from Drom and Inch.
Look is in and a minute's out. By God, it's out. 120 to 13. We've only scored 2 points in the second half. I think 112 registered by Thurles. So a savage second half from Thurles. Dermot Brennan was substituted and came back on in place of the injured Sean Duff. Dean Fanny did very well, scored that goal that changed the match. There's 113 to 13 points, but that seems like a lifetime ago as Thurles scored. They went on a free scoring spree there in the second half.
Massive work rate again from the Thurles forwards. Liam McCormick getting a hook in. They've been fantastic today in terms of work rate, in terms of working for each other, and a really, really good team performance from Thurles Sarsfields.
Here we have Tony Cahill. Brian Moore sends it on to Campion. Campion is not going to ever give up. Sends it in, trying to find Paddy. Slips past Daniel McAllister. Paddy or Jack Lillis is onto it. Jack into his hand. Here comes Jack. We're going to have to work something. A great goal by Jack Lillis. It's a consolation score, I suppose, but great work by Lillis. Gathered that, picked his spot, and into the corner of the net.
Yeah, Jack Lillis drove at the Thurles defence there. Great low shot into the corner past Aidan Stakelum to put 7 points in the game.
Fitzpatrick is there. He's cramping up. Ball out in the middle of the field. And it's Thurles again. It's Creed and that man. Strong as a bull. Pushes it into Dean Fanning. Dean sends it across to Minogue, the danger man. Out. Drummer trying to bring it out. But there's more Thurles bodies there. And that just goes wide. Callan had that covered. Sends it out again. Campion, aiming for Campion and Armstrong. Armstrong brings it to the ground and gets it there, sends it to 7 is Conor Fogarty. Sends it down the field, and now after it there is Dara Fitzpatrick. Dara turns, strikes. Being chased, it's back out, dropping on the 70-yard line. Tony Cahill has it now. Tony has to make ground past the Thurles 70, being pursued by Conor Fogarty. Hand pass in to Mike Fitz. Mike Fitz heading for the 50, sends it to Tony Cahill. Tony upended about 16, 17 yards out from goal.
Great interchange of play between Tony Cahill and Mike Fitzpatrick as they pushed up the field, taken down, and a free in now for Drom and Inch.
Now, John Campion, about 22 yards out. John Campion is going to strike this. There's only one thing he has to go for. We have to go for a goal. Aidan Stakelum standing a little bit in front of the rest of the backs. Rest of the backs on the goal line. Campion lifts, strikes, and it deflected over the bar. He was heading for the roof of the net, but that's what you have all these men in the goal for. 120 to 114. 32 minutes gone in the second half. Dermot Brennan under it. Jimmy Mullen back in the 50-yard line, the Drum 50-yard line. He evades the attention of the Thurles up. And this is Dara Stakelum, just pushes it out to himself. Jack Ryan tried to get onto it. Dara Kendi is pushing it. Dara Kendi pushes it on. Campion fighting for it again. It pushed there, just chased there by Daniel McAllister. Henry Fogarty sends it down the field. And down to our danger man again, Dara Minogue. Dara turns Jim Bob again. In past Paul Mullen. In past Jimmy Mullen. And comes to Creedon, and this is great save by Callan. Pushed away. Creedon.
Yeah, brilliant run from Dara Minogue again. Picked up the ball on the sideline, cut in across 3 defenders, went straight for the juggler. He's really firing here in the second half, along with his 2 colleagues in the Thurles Sarsfields full forward line, Lee McCormack and Paddy Creedon. Very, very dominant in the semi-final and absolutely brilliant here in the final, the 3 boys in the inside forward line.
I suppose the 121 to 114, the man of the match award will be going to. The man of the match award will be going to a Thurles man here today. Thurles sub 17 sends it into Dean Fannin, and Colin Callan makes another save. Goes out for another 65.
Yeah, Tom, and as we wind down, Thurles Sarsfields 7 points up with the chance of going 8 up here from Dara Stakelum. It's amazing to think this will be Thurles Sarsfields' first mid-minor title since 2010. A team that included the likes of Aidan McCormack, Pat Dunn, David Corbett, who are hurling senior for Thurles Sarsfields at the moment. It's been a long, famine in our club without a minor mid-title, and I know this management team have put a huge effort into this. Heartbroken to lose last year's final, and they're getting their just rewards today.
122, great. A great second half by Thurles. John Campion has put in a huge effort for Drom, but Tony Cahill there, we're trying to get another consolation score. And Thurles, inside the 21, Tony is fouled. We have another free. It's only we'll have an idea what the final score is, but the winner will be Sarsfields at this stage. It doesn't matter whether it goes under or over the bar here with John Campion. Just an 8-point gap, and we're gone 35 minutes into this game, second half. Well saved. Out comes Kieran Woodlock with it, and that's the last piece of action.
Yeah, fantastic win for Thurles Sarsfields. Brilliant second half performance to turn it around, having been in a poor position maybe at half time. Absolutely delighted for the Thurles Sarsfields management, the players. They've worked really, really hard for this year, and will go on to play St Mary's of Clonmel in the semi-final next Saturday. Massive performances all over the field from Thurles Sarsfields. As mentioned earlier, the inside back line really, really tight. James Armstrong led from centre back, partnered by Henry Fogarty and Conor Fogarty. Philly Hayes and Conor Stapleton dominated the middle of the field. Daniel Roster, Dara Stakeham and Tommy Marr worked really hard, and our inside line, Ali McCormack, Paddy Creedon and Darren Minogue, were absolutely outstanding. The introduction of Dean Fannin changed the whole game with a fantastic goal when the game was level. So massive performance from Thurles Sarsfields, and well done to their management team led by Conor Stakeham, and hard luck to Drom and Inch.
That's it, Keane. It's a lot easier talk when you're supporting the winning team. The Drom and Inch lads, fair play to them. They died with their boots on, but a fantastic second half by Thurles. All the Drom lads, they devastated out there on the ground. Every one of them worked hard. John Campion had a Trojan game. We had a good spell there in the second quarter, but overall, deserving winners here in Thurles. Great credit due to both sets of teams and their management. Good performance, good wholehearted performance by both teams, and we'll leave it at that. 2020 mid-champions on a scoreline of 122 to 114 is Thurles Sarsfields. Who was the man of the match there? They're announcing the man of the match here, so we can't tell you who it is, but rest assured it's probably a Thurles forward. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much from me, Tom Keneally and Cian Tracy. Our cameraman tonight was Noel Maher, Robert Healy, photos and videos, and we had a Thurles man doing the scoreboard for us as well, Rory Fogarty. So that's it. Good night and God bless. Sounds about right, lads. Sure. Very, very strong, dominant second half from Sars. Cheers.
Oh yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Ah?
Yeah.
There.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I won't delay you too long. Just on behalf of Mid-Tipperary GAA board, can I compliment both sides on a fantastic game of hurling here this evening. It was a great game to watch, and I'm sure from a player's point of view it was an intense and very tough affair to be involved in. So well done to both sides, and as I said, you've been exemplary, and you've been you're both, you can be all very proud of yourselves on tonight's performances. Tonight, unfortunately for Drom and Inch, wasn't your night, but I'm sure there'll be other nights before the year is out where you will be bringing home some silverware to your club. I say hard luck to you, but the best of luck in the future games that you will play during the year. Tonight is Thurles Sarsfields night, and tonight Thurles Sarsfields have ended a 10-year barren spell at minor level. So I'm sure that this victory will be very, very proudly received within your club, within your parish and within your families. So I congratulate you wholeheartedly. I say well done. The work that you've put in was evident out in the field, and I congratulate your management team as well. You obviously put in great work, so your victory is truly deserved here this evening. I'd like to thank our referee, Seamus Delaney, and his officials as well. We cannot never play games, we'll never get matches played without referees. So I thank him and his officials again for a job well done. To our sponsors, Thurles Credit Union, you've been great sponsors over the last number of years, and we thank you very much for your continued and loyal support, and we look forward to working with you going forward as well. I suppose this championship is a different championship. This year is a different year. And I suppose it's been very challenging for many, many people, for many communities and for many organisations. And it's great that we have the GAA. It's unfortunate that we don't have more people here this evening. It's great that we have a service like Robert Healy to stream our game here this evening. And I thank you, Robert, for the great work you've put in. And I thank you and look forward to working with you maybe perhaps going forward through the coming year as well. But with that in mind, I suppose any time we win a championship, we like to celebrate. And it's different this year that I, as chairman of the mid-board, have to ask you maybe not to celebrate. It's something that obviously is very, very different. But if I can just appeal to you, maybe not to celebrate as much as you would like, and maybe just refrain from the dreaded house parties that we've heard so much about. I'm sure that will be your opportunity to come together as a group to celebrate. But I've said enough now. I congratulate you once again, and it gives me great pleasure now to ask your captain, Henry Fogarty, to go forward and accept the cup on your behalf.
First, I'd like to thank the refs and the officials and all them for doing their job, and I'd like to thank all the parents for having to bring us to training and to matches and everything. They couldn't even watch some of the matches as well. And then I'd like to thank all the managers and coaches, Tony, Ger, Michael, Connor, who else? Connie, Jim, and then 3 cheers for Drom and Inch as well. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. And then last, I'd like to thank all the players for training. We started training in January in the snow and all that, and sure, like, this is what we were training for and that. So thanks to them as well.
Okay. One job left to do, of course, and that's our Thurles Credit Union man of the match. Well done, Paddy.
keep them there.